Hello everyone, welcome to InnerVet. I'm Dr. Gabi and this is all about pets. So today we're talking about something that every cat parent must know, and that is how to tell if your cat is sick. Cat owners has a little bit harder than dog owners because cats are like experts at hiding their diseases or when they're not feeling well. So it's a little bit tricky, but we'll talk about that and you're gonna be an expert too at the end of this video. So let's jump in. So like we said, cats are very good at hiding any pain or discomfort. So the first thing that you want to notice is a behavior change. So if you notice that they're acting a little bit off, acting a little bit weird, definitely don't ignore it and pay a little bit more attention to it. You have to correlate the normal behavior to this new behavior because sometimes it doesn't have to be something like really off. Maybe they're sleeping more than usual, or maybe your cat is starting to hide in some places that he was never there before. Maybe your cat is usually a little bit skittish and independent, and all of a sudden he's wanting to play and wanting attention and like going to you all day. So you can see that these behavior changes are not like off or weird, but it just depends on your cat's normal personality, and that way you can compare. My cat, for example, she has allergies, and every time she doesn't sleep with us and she sleeps in the living room, I know that she's having a flare up with allergies because she feels uncomfortable and she wants to stay by herself and alone at the living room. So that's how I can tell that she's not feeling well. It can also be the opposite. So if you have a very social cat and he's like playing all day and wanting attention from you all day, and then all of a sudden he's hiding and not wanting to interact with anyone, maybe he's a little bit more aggressive or intolerant to the rest of the pets at home, that can definitely tell you that something's wrong and something's bothering him. So the key here is always to compare behaviors. What is normal for your cat and what is not? The second sign is going to be water intake and appetite changes. So in cats, this is especially important because a sudden drop or increase in the water intake or appetite is definitely a red flag for cats. If your cat skips a meal or two, maybe it's not that important, but if he's not eating for more than 24 hours, that's definitely something to be concerned about, and you want to take the time to pay more attention to it. The same with water. Sometimes increased or decrease in water intake can indicate diseases like diabetes or kidney diseases or something hormonal. So if that's the case, your veterinarian might want to do blood work on your cat to check those values. Sometimes if it's something like all of a sudden, it can mean more like discomfort, like maybe your cat is feeling pain or nausea, and that's why they're changing their water intake. So you have to always check if something's different. Maybe the water bowl is not very clean, and like we all know, cats love clean things. They do. So you can check if the water bowl is okay, if their mouth is okay, maybe they're painful and they don't want to drink or eat anything. Maybe the food is different and they don't like this new food. But if nothing obvious has changed, I would definitely go to your local vet and check what's wrong. It's better to be safe than sorry, so with cats, you have to act fast. And something very important with cats and food is that they're usually recommended to eat every 8 to 7 hours, and they definitely cannot be without eating for more than 24 hours because their liver starts to react and they can develop hepatic lipidosis, which is basically like fatty liver, and that can be very life-threatening and a critical condition. So not eating, it's a very critical thing for them. Sign number 3 is going to be vomiting or diarrhea. And yes, hairballs are normal. Sometimes they are trying to cough that hairball out and they can vomit a little bit, but when it's repeatedly in time, or they vomit 3 times a day or more than 3 times, it's definitely something concerning and you should keep an eye on it. When they vomit so many times, it can indicate a problem like pancreatitis, and that requires medications and treatment from your vet. And if they're having diarrhea for more than 2 one day, that's also not normal. So I think occasionally GI issues can happen, especially if they ate something from the trash or if they ate something outside. But if this problem is recurrent or it lasts more than 24 hours, and plus you're also seeing signs like lethargy or not eating, behavior changes, and all of this, it might be something else than just a GI upset stomach. So it could mean parasite infection, a bacterial infection, or maybe deeper problems. Oh, by the way, if you see blood in the stools or vomit, that's not normal and you want to go to the vet straight right away, because this won't go away by its own and we need to give medications so they can feel better. Sign number 4 is going to be litter box issues or changes. And I'm sorry about this. I'm sorry, this is not something you want to hear, but as cat owners and dog owners too, we always need to check our cat's poop and urination. I'm sorry, but welcome to cat parenting. You always want to watch for signs like if they're urinating more than usual, or if they're spending more time trying to urinate, more time inside the litter box, or maybe they're going more often to the litter box. Sometimes they're also vocalizing while they're trying to urinate or while they're trying to poop. Another abnormal behavior is when they're peeing or pooping outside the litter box. So they might pee on your bed, and that's something really weird that never happened before, or maybe in the shower or any random places. That usually tells us that definitely something's wrong. And remember, if you have more than 2 cats, the guidelines are to keep 1 litter box per cat. If not, they can start to develop these abnormal behaviors and urinary issues. You know, cats are very clean and they want their own space and cleanliness, so it's very important to do this. And about bowel movements, they can also have runny stools, diarrhea, or you can find blood in the stools as well, and this is not normal. So even if you have the automatic litter boxes that they empty themselves, you always have to check if the poop is normal and there's no blood in there or diarrhea. All of these signs can pinpoint a urinary issue like UTIs, or in male cats, it's very important to detect a urinary obstruction because it's very frequent and life-threatening. So if you have a male cat and he's all of a sudden urinating outside of the litter box or spending more time in there, definitely go to the vet, because the sooner you go and treat the condition, more possibilities they have to get better and survive from a urinary blockage. Sign number 5, and the last one of everything, is gonna be weight gain or weight loss. And this is more like a chronic issue, but it can indicate problems like hormonal imbalance, or it can also indicate diabetes or kidney disease. Sometimes you can also see weight loss when you have pancreatitis and your cat has been vomiting a lot, or it can also mean some thyroid issue or parasites even. So if your cat looks suddenly thinner or chunkier, that's definitely something that you want to ask yourself what is going on and what has changed in the past. Maybe if you have a senior cat and they're starting to lose weight that might be normal, is definitely something expected. But if it's too much weight loss and their activity level decreased very fast and they're barely having any activity during the day, it can indicate some arthritis pain, and that also can be treatable. So those were the 5 signs that I would say are the most important to keep an eye on if your cat is acting weird. These will definitely tell you if your cat is sick. So big red flags over here. But like I said, every cat is different. So you want to compare their behaviors and see what is normal for them and what is not normal. So always trust your gut. I feel like as cat parents, we know when something's wrong. So let me know if your cat ever showed one of these symptoms and if it ended up being a problem. This might help other pet parents trying to pinpoint what's going on with their cats. So you're welcome to leave a comment down below, and thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it helped and that you enjoyed learning more about your cat's behavior and health. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this, and thank you very much. I'll see you in my next video.